Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Happy beginning of August. Hope everybody's doing well. I want to do a video. What was going through my head was I want to do a short video like Lori over at the Way of Positive Change and do a 6-minute or under video. And Psychic Duck is laughing its beak off. Say hello to Psychic Duck, everybody. Hello, everybody. This should be fun. Oh, yeah, this should be fun. Well, that's the point. All right, so let's take a look at the energies of August. Shall we? We shall. Will it be under 6 minutes? Not a chance. Not a chance. All right, I am using my fifth element cards. So let's just see, what is it that we need to look forward to? What is it that we need to pay attention to? What's the general feeling? And I'm going to do this in two different ways. The more spiritual way, and then drop it into political. And because this is on the political channel, there's going to be an element of Earth news in it. It's just not going to be all in the sky. I think. We'll see. I hope. I just did a reading from my other channel, and the first card I got was Solar Consciousness. Speaking of sky. So I think we're going to be getting a lot of solar information as we have been getting. And it's, somebody asked, is that the reason why I'm so tired? My husband and I. And I'm like, yeah, it's one of the reasons. The other reason is because you're old. No. Why'd I go there? But yeah, I think a lot of it is this solar energy that's coming up, and it's kind of knocking us for a loop a little bit. So, you know, and the whole political climate doesn't help, because you have all this energy, and it's all this fighting energy that's going on. Certainly, we're feeling that. I mean, everything's interconnected, right? So we're feeling that. It's just exhausting. All right, let's see what the cards have to say about the energy. We're just going to do 6. I'm using my fifth element deck, and they're all mixed up, but I am not reading them. Just putting that out there. I am not reading them reversed. Here we go. 6. 6. I said I was only going to do 6 cards. Does that mean I'm only going to do this one card? So we have 6 of feathers. Optimism. This is moving into 6 of feathers is 6 of swords, moving into calmer waters. Optimism. Let's drop this. Well, yay, let's hope. Optimism. And then it's being challenged by the 9 of stones, fulfillment. So the way that I lay this card down, it's either challenged by, so it's challenging the first card, or it is enhancing the first card, or it is amplifying, whatever. But I did say it was being challenged by. So when we have our optimism, maybe what we think of as fulfillment may be not the right thing. Two of choices. Fire. Two of wands. So this isn't, we're not at a crossroads, but we are, but we do have a choice to make at this time. I like the thunderbird on her back. So when we are in this moment, this August moment, there's a lot of optimism, but there's still choices that we need to make. And those choices are all about the past judgment. Okay, I would agree with that, thank you. And at the top of the reading is the Six of Fire, and this is inspiration. Okay, one more, and let's see where we are. Death. Awesome, great, thank you, August energy. What does it leave us with? Death. We start off optimistic, and then we got the ending, but we also have the beginning of the end. So, all right. All right, let's see if we can make sense out of this. Okay, I am really getting a call to pull the other cards around here. It feels that there is a lot of optimism and fulfillment on the releasing of something and starting something new. Now, because this was not going into the political, it could be political here that we're going to. The inspiration in the choices. When I pulled these two cards, I immediately went to we want to find our choice between compassion and separation. So we want us all to come together to give compassionate advice and compassionate qualities to the world, but we're so fragmented that we're not doing that. And I think that choice is us all coming together more. But what is this ending card? What is this beginning card about? The Five of Fire, Five of Wands. This is transformation. Did I talk about solar energies slamming into us? Yes, yes, yes. And we get the Elementor of Feathers. This is the King of Swords. And it feels like, I mean, when you look at this card, it doesn't feel like it's rigid. It feels like it's strong, the strong wind. But this tree that it's blowing, it's like these two arms are like, whoa, it feels like Groot. Hey, Groot. Yeah, that's my daddy. Okay. King of Feathers, Elementor of Feathers. So look at the water here too. And in this, the water seems relatively calm, but the King of Feathers is getting blown all around. So is this the war machine that's getting blown around? In the hopes and fears, we have the Hermit card, where we can drop into silence and get clarity. Thank you. And when I look at this card all up here, I see owls and birds up here. Okay. And the final card is community. Three of Stones coming together. working on something. Look at the little ants. That's us marching, ants marching. It's being challenged by, covered by, not challenged, I'm sorry. It's being clarified by enlightenment and the seeker of lotus. This would be the page of the ether quality of tapping into spirit. So this is kind of an interesting spread that we get. There's a lot of optimism in August. There's some justice from the past that is going to be create a new beginning and an ending of something. We have a lot of passion and solar flaring in the internal aspect of who we are. It's a transformation though. So maybe we are going to be looking at these Two of Wands and figuring out how do we blend this together. I don't think we're there yet, but this card, the final outcome, certainly says, yeah, we will figure out how to be in community. And maybe this is just the birds of the feather are sticking together. Maybe we find our own community. Maybe the earth community is not on board yet, but pay attention to your inspiration. I think there's a big call to do journeying. And I threw that up on my other channel about the journey. All right, let's look at the political noise. Okay, I'm using the Tarot Grand Lux deck for the political noise of August. And at the bottom of the deck, we get the Six of Wands. Something is coming. Somebody's winning. I don't think it's Charlie Sheen. Winner. Okay. I mean, it could be Charlie Sheen. I did watch something on him a couple of months ago. Wow. What a crazy life. Anyway, moving on. What is the political noise for the U.S.? And just sending thoughts and prayers and healing energy out to all the people affected by the wildfires, all the animals affected by the wildfires, all of the plant people affected by the wildfires, insects, creepy Carl, all of them. That's a disruptor. Okay, so what do we need to know? We have those, and just Canada's burning up. Washington, and the thing is that, that is so disturbing to me is that we have all of these disasters, and yet our leaders are talking about an arch or colors on a reflecting pool. Thank you. So without getting into any of the specifics, this is, we just feel things they're not going right. His justice department is just flailing at every turn. And I did quickly glance that Blanche made an agreement with Tillis and Cornyn Yeah, I'll sign a piece of paper. The piece of paper that you're signing isn't worth anything. Your signature's not worth anything. How does that make him feel? To know that his word has no meaning. What's that do to his soul? Ooh. Okay, let's just look at the general month of August for the United States. I look at some of the astrology, not a lot of it, because it's all in yellow letters, and the end is near, and this is a big month, and every day is big. Every day that we get to walk on the planet is big. Appreciate it. Sorry. That was Psychic Duck saying all that positive stuff. It wasn't me. Psychic Duck, who's more positive, you or me? Silence. Never heard a duck so silent before. All right. Psychic Duck. What a card. Well, this is us. Me and Psychic Duck. So, we have coming together this month. That's not so scary, is it? That's not the end of the world. We're coming together. We got, except that could be my MAGA card. Oh, good Lord. Well, let's just keep throwing them. Let's see what we get. Is this us coming together, or is this the MAGA card? Let's see. Woo, fool. Moving on a new journey. Oh, is this us coming together, or is this us being foolish? How dare you think that you could come together? It's going to take a lot of hard work. We get the Page of Cups. Get news coming from somewhere. King of Swords. Ooh, the authority. The way that it is. Let me show you. Let me tell you how it should be. And in potential near future is the Nightmare card, the Dream card. So as I look at this spread right here, I still am not sure what this Lovers card is, but let's take it two different ways. If this is us having a contract to a higher point of view, is this us coming together and saying, okay, we can do better, starting on a new journey, working hard to fulfill that journey. And this is, we get information that we go, hey, what we're doing is not sustainable. It shouldn't be like this secret information that came from an unexpected source, but this is not working. The King of Swords maybe sheathing his sword, saying war is not the answer. But then we get this Worry card. Well, if war in the way we're doing it isn't the answer, then I'm scared because I'm on this foolish journey that I have no idea where I'm going. Okay, does that make sense? And then we can flip this to MAGA, where MAGA is going, oh crap, endless war. This is not what we thought we were getting. We got some unexpected information. Their eyes are opening up, and now they're scared that their past choice, and we still have to all come together and work together on that. Okay, so let me drop it, kick the screen down. Let's see where we're going with this. We have the Sword of Truth. We have the Nine of Coins, the Abundance card. Why did I just think of the Chinese EV car company? We have the Ten of Cups, my Democratic card, Comfort, that's in the hopes and fears. I hope we can find comfort. They look like they love each other, lovers. Democratic card. And the final outcome, we get the Page of Swords. Okay, so we get this new energy that's saying, you know what? Right now, this page is not like charging, not picking up any. He's just ready, but he's young. He's not that experienced like this king. When he grows up, he wants to be a king, and she wants to be king. Okay. And then we have the Two of Coins, balancing in choppy waters, balancing in this crazy circus that we're in. And the final outcome, that final clarity card is the Two of Swords. So what's going on with August? It feels like we are seeing the consequences of our actions in stark reality. And we are seeing that we need to make a decision. We have the Ace of Swords, new truth. We have the King of Swords, which is wise action on the truth. And then we have the Nightmare card. So we are seeing what is happening with this. And I think this can also go with MAGA too. That MAGA is going, holy crap, we went the wrong direction. This isn't what we wanted. And there's certain things that they did want, right? That they're not going to change on. But it's the financial thing that is getting to them. And it is the lack of help from the government. Oh my God, I saw Dana bash with RFK Jr. Holy crap, was that just embarrassing on both sides. But RFK, not a clue. There's certain things that, I think are good, like the ultra-processed foods. It's good, but until we can get the money out of the food system, then, nothing's going to change. As soon as we get the money out of the medical system, giving us drugs, pumping us full of more drugs. Ozempic. Did you see there's a black market Ozempic? It's called Taylor Farms iceberg lettuce. Not funny? Kind of thought it was. All right. Let's look. Okay, before I get going, let's look at the Democratic Party in August. We have these things going on in Michigan. So tomorrow is their primary. We have a conservative. It's kind of funny that they're talking that way. A conservative Democrat versus a more progressive Democrat. The conservative Democrat was endorsed by Obama. She's accepted $30 million in AIPAC money. The other guy is a doctor, and he is progressive. He is not calling himself a socialist, and but Bernie Sanders and AOC endorse him. One is a very eloquent speaker, and I'm going to mispronounce his name, so I'm not even going to say it. doctor, and the other is, well, she's not a very eloquent speaker from what I read. And there's something with the conservative Democrats versus the progressive Democrats. There's something with the Democrats that are taking AIPAC money versus not taking AIPAC money. The conservative Democrat said that Netanyahu, well, she said Israel has not been involved in war crimes in Gaza. And I want to break that down a little bit, because it's Netanyahu and his regime that's in war crimes. And yeah, there would be certain people that are part of the genocide over there, just like MAGA people here. But, you know, to think that, you know, when I look at us in Kegseth commits war crimes. Just look at the boats in the Caribbean. Look at us bombing schools and infrastructure, war crimes. Oh, sorry, that was a tangent. Okay. Let's look at the Democratic Party. Is this going to, with all our divisiveness, with all our back and forth with Israel, anti-Israel sentiments, is the Democratic Party going to be successful in the midterms? Let's drop it down. Is the Democratic Party going to be successful in the midterms? It's going to take a lot of work. I'm not getting Russian money quite yet with that, but it could be. They're looking at this Four of Cups is normally not looking at something, not looking at an offer being presented. This guy is focused on this singular cup, not focused on the three cups down here. So I'm thinking that the Democratic Party is focusing on one issue versus everything that they should be focusing on. They're focusing maybe on the wrong one, or just not taking the whole thing into account. Movement, moving on, the end, that's in the past, the death card. Wow, this is not great. Overshadowing everything is the Three of Swords. Betrayal, heartbreak. And in the potential near future is the Knight of Swords. And this one is all about charging in. I love this Eagle card where it's being, where strength and new awareness is coming. But right now, this energy is not good. That's death. I'm not saying death is bad, because death is always followed by something new coming. But that's not good. That hurts. And this is their hard road that they have to work on. The Ten of Wands, it's not going to be easy. Let me back up real quick. Let me do a side note. Call your representatives. Say hell no to Blanche and the people in the Republican states. Please, please, please make your 5 calls. Call them. Say no, no, no. I mean, he can't get any, all of the Justice Department, everything that they've brought up has been flawed. And the judges are going, you guys need to go back to law school. You don't know what you're doing. And Blanche, I think, does know what he's doing. He's manipulating the system. He's bad. Okay, we get the 6 of coins, giving and receiving. Democratic Party. Is this AIPAC money? Is this balancing things out? Hopes and fears is the path that we see. 2 of Wands. Something's going to come together in the future. Something's going to come to fruition in the future. And the final outcome is the Knight of Cups. Okay. Is this the Knight in Shining Armor? Clarified by the 9 of Cups, the Wish card. Keep setting your intentions out. Keep, if you can, supporting your candidates. And we get a new overflowing start of emotion. Wow. So that took us on took me on a little bit of a roller coaster. Yeah? With these things, the hard work, not looking at the full picture, having some movement from conservative information, conservative ways of being things. So I think the progressive side's moving a little faster. The ending of a cycle, the heartbreak, thank you, and then getting this Knight of Swords, this new way forward. It's not going to be as easy. Support your candidates because the National Democratic Party doesn't have a lot of money. The choice that we need to make, and finally we get our wish with a new overflowing start. But it is, it's a younger energy. I used to think that the King of Cups was Joe Biden, right? This is a young version of the Democratic leader. Okay. 32, I'm going to go one more. Who is the lead? Who is the head of the Democratic Party? Is he, let me pause and get his name. Okay, I pause this. 3311. All right. Who is the head of the party is Ken Martin, or the conference, and I don't know what he's even called. And then you have Hakeem Jeffries and Chuck Schumer. So that's what Google told me. So all 3 of them, I believe, are taking AIPAC money. That's a big thing. Number one, I don't get it. I'm just a tarot reader talking to a duck and talking to you. But I don't understand why we are giving money to Israel and then Israel gives money back to us. I don't get it. And I'm sure that's not the way it works. I'm sure it's a different set of monies going there. Okay. What is Ken Martin? Ken Martin in August. 6 cards. Ken Martin in August. Situational pull. Lovers. The Knight of Coins. I mean, the Democratic Party has a financial issue. watching your ship come in or go out. Here's your money issue again. Hardworking, Sword of Truth. Ken Martin. Wheel of Fortune. Not so much of fortune, but just the wheel. Things are spinning for him. Whether he's going to be there or not, I get two movement cards here. There are certain people that do like him, but he's not raising a lot of money. He may. Let's just pull some more. Is Ken Martin leaving the Democratic Party? Are they going to get him out? I'm seeing no, but I don't think he's keeping this position a long time. Is Ken Martin going to be leaving the Democratic chair position after the midterms? Is Ken Martin going to be leaving the chair after the midterms? It's got a lot of confusion. This is my rainbow card, so yes. A lot of confusion with this, a lot of judgment. And then we get the Knight of Cups. I say yes. I say he's being judged really strongly. And this is, you know, it's like he's moving on. He's getting out of there. There's just too much confusion. And we need somebody a little more clear-eyed with that. So, okay. If I was advising him, I'd say you may want to look at those 7 of Cups because you're going to need to pick a new cup. Chuck Schumer. 6 cards on Chuck Schumer for August. 6 cards for Chuck Schumer. Thank you. 6 cards for Chuck Schumer. Ow, I'm scared. Yeah, you should be scared. 7 of coins. You reap what you sow, and then you get the Hanged Man. Page of Cups. Some information coming out. But it's comfortable where I mean, people go, okay, it's okay, it's comfortable. And then there's other people going, it's scary. So this is my Democratic card. New information coming about the Democratic Party. Full illumination. If I was advising Chucky, I'd tell him that he needs to get his glasses attached a little stronger because he's going to be upside down in certain things. And I think it has to do with money again. And I think someone's going to want somebody newer, this Page of Cups, being Democratic, to bring us more comfort, and then we get the full Sun card. This is the energy for August. It's this energy of the Sun. All right, Hakeem Jeffries. Hakeem Jeffries. What's your month? How is your month going? Hakeem Jeffries. How am I doing on my short read? Am I over 5 minutes yet? Hakeem Jeffries. What's going on? Ooh, Nine of coins. Oh man, I just drop into this energy of this card. He's got the shroud over his falcon. He's not able to tap in intuitively. And he can't see out of his garden, but he thinks he's protected because he's got this money coming in. Ten of Wands. He's going to get knocked down. And then you have Justice. Hakeem Jeffries, not good cards. He's worried. Nightmare scenario. He's upside down. Wow. And then he has reaping what you sow cards. Wow. The Seven of Pentacles. Good thing it's this deck. So here he has money, money. It's good. So he has the money card. He might be able to turn this around. Let's get some clarity on this Seven of Pentacles. Page of Swords, giving and receiving, and hard work coming together. I think he's going to survive, but he's scared with this. But that could be he's going to get beat up with this Page of Swords. Is going to bring some truth to his giving and receiving, and I don't know, I think he has reason to worry, and I think he has the Justice cards that are going to be coming up too. So this isn't a smooth road for him. I still think he's going to be okay. But I think the Democratic Party is in for a shakeup. And it's it is going to be survivable. Because we haven't even looked at the Republican Party yet, and that's in worse shape than we are. So, all right, you guys, that's it. Keep this under a minute. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Peace and love.